fucking let them distract you, bro. Don't let them distract your ass from your life. Don't let them distract your ass from your life. Just trying to get some good lighting, guys. But I just want to talk to you guys about distractions, guys. And as you can see on the news with what's happened in the last few days, I think all of us have been distracted. I think all of us have been distracted throughout this 2022 with small concerns that don't concern our lives. You can see with the Will Smith, Chris Rock news, you see with Russia, Ukraine, all of that is meant to take your attention off of what you need to be doing. You know, they say that because of the way society is right now, the men are getting weaker, and we wonder why, because we have all this distraction. You know, these news outlets, they purposefully create bad headlines, negative connotations, negative headlines to draw your attention. It's evolutionary psychology that as a human being, you focus on the negative because it's a survival instinct. So when you see these headlines, they're over-exaggerated compared to what's actually happening in reality. You see with the Chris Rock thing, the slap wasn't that hard, the joke wasn't that bad. You see with Russia and Ukraine, they're going to tell you there's going to be World War III. But if you think about it logically, World War III means that every country has to be in war. So even if Europe is in war, it doesn't mean that there's a world war. It's just something to grab your attention. It's just something to distract you from your life. You see, there are people out in Africa, people out in Asia, people out in South America. Why should they be worried about what's going on that side? All they should be concerned about is their current situation, their financial situation, their hunger, their thirst, if they have the electricity, all of that shit. So don't let this distract you guys. You need to manage your distractions, honestly, because it's hard to multitask and focus on two things at once. And when you see these news things going on, you click on one video, click on one clip, next thing it just drags into another, and next thing you've seen 2 hours have gone by and you've just been scrolling through things that have nothing to concern you. And that's exactly what it's designed to do. It's designed to keep you coming back. Personally, for me, I've tried to manage my distractions, and I've done that by deleting all my social media apps. The only social media that I have, which I wouldn't even call it social media, but I would say media, is YouTube. But Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, all of them, Twitter, all of them dashed out of my system. And it's been like that for about close to half a year, because I saw that I spend a lot of time impulsively going onto my phone to search those apps and just consume a lot of garbage. And that's what it is mostly. It's a lot of garbage. It's meant to distract you. It's meant to pull you in, but it has no meaning towards what they're trying to give out to you. So you need to manage your distractions. You need to manage the content that you consume, guys, and only consume things that are going to help you move forward. Only consume things that are going to be progressive towards your development, whether that's in finance, whether that's in fitness, books, etc. Everything else, honestly, it's garbage. It's bullshit, and you shouldn't be watching it. You shouldn't be listening to that shit, because it's not going to help you in any single way or form. It's not going to give you any insight. It's not going to teach you any lesson. All it is just going to make you more susceptible to acting the way that the people that are in the content that you consume act. Because you see, a lot of people watch drama. They start to become dramatic in their lives over time. A lot of people watch sports. You want to now engage in sports as well. So you see the psychology of how these things work, that the content that you consume slowly becomes who you are. So you should watch the content that you consume and consume progressive things so that you slowly become a more complete package in terms of chasing your purpose and chasing your destiny. If you consume garbage, you'll slowly become garbage as well. No offense. But it just is what it is. Like, that's the harsh truth of it. You know, it's just human psychology that we mirror things. And when you see something day in, day out, every single fucking day, you see someone watching The Real Housewives of this, or keeping up with this, or keeping up with that, like, best believe over time you're going to become like that in your life. And you won't even notice that that's what's fucking happening, but it's literally because of the content that you're consuming. So don't let it distract you, don't let it affect you negatively, and don't let it get to you, because the headlines, honestly, they don't mean shit. The headlines are lies. I told you, world war. Every fucking country has to be in a war for there to be a world war. So if only 10, even 20, if only fucking 100 countries are in a war, it doesn't mean that that's a world war just because 100 countries are in a war. No, don't let them fool you. Don't let them play you like that. Like, we don't allow that over here in this space. We're focused. We need to keep our attention on one thing at a time and put 110% into that. Don't let them divide your attention and divide your focus and shift it, so that once you're carrying out the tasks that need to be carried out, you're only carrying it out at 50% capacity, because 50% of your mental and physical energy is into something else. You can't let that happen, guys. You can't let that happen. And at the same time, you find yourself dreaming about this shit. You find yourself thinking about this shit for days on end. Don't let that happen to you. Don't be one of those guys. Just put a handle on it, slowly draw back, slowly, and over time you'll see that you're consuming much better content and you're becoming a much better person.